Welcome, everyone, and thanks for joining us. We are back. We are so excited about this LAFC victory, and look who is joining us. He decided to come back for postgame. Hey, Connor.
Yeah, just for funsies.
Are you a good luck charm?
Maybe.
He's
Maybe.
my good luck charm, I think. Or Vince, you're just really bad at players to watch.
Oh, come on.
Vince is just really bad at players to watch.
I had to just get that one out there in case no one knew I won. I did get nervous when Herrera decided to, get a yellow card, but our came through.
And a maybe red card.
That really scared me. It kind of did. I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
Well, for the sakes that I wanted my pride to win, but the red card.
Yeah, so you'd want your pride to win over LAFC?
No, absolutely not. Always.
We should test where Haley's...
Because Connor doesn't care.
No, I don't care.
He just wants to crush me all the time. He'll take Tyler Pasher scoring a goal. Who is Tyler Pasher?
Oh, Canada, that too.
Oh God.
I mean, this kind of felt like just a mutual win for us.
Oh, it was great. I felt great because we defeated Vince.
I'll just get it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
You guys do the post game. You do the whole breakdown.
Okay. Yeah.
No, Vince, you matter.
You are talking in sync. You guys are very simpatico right now.
We are the same person.
Incredible.
Yes. Share one brain. You matter. So give me your reactions. Just overall.
You matter, Vince.
Overall reactions is I lost a little bit of my life out of that one because man just the sheer amount of chances, and Jerry was sitting with us, Jerry should be out there collecting some great reactions from fans after this win.
We love you, Jerry.
I was just sitting next to Jerry, just kept squeezing his arm. I was like, "Do you need to get a third goal?" And Jerry's like, "Vince, if you don't let go of me, I'm gonna call the cops. I cannot help you here.
Yep.
Like, please just stop." And I'm like, "But Jerry, do you understand they need a third goal?" But they didn't. So what do I know? What do I know?
I mean, I was hoping for that third goal. That was my prediction of this match, but. I mean, there was a lot of excitement still in this one. I mean, the biggest thing for me was just overall, I love to see them really continuously attacking from start to finish. Even in stoppage time, Carlos almost got another goal right there at the end. So overall, I mean, 29 shots in this one. 29.
Absurd. That's
an absurd amount of shots. That's
absurd.
So ridiculous.
Yes, Vince and I were talking about it. That was our first reaction. I walked up to him and I said, 29 shots on goal.
I was like, you're joking with me. You're like, no, 29. I'm like, oh, God.
I feel like some were actually identical as well. Like the ball spinning outwards of the goal. Like I think Vela did that maybe 7 separate times.
The amount of times they took a shot from the left side and just skirted past that far post, it was like you felt Groundhog Day.
Do you think that happened more times, or do you think people took their shirts off when it was the Jumbotron more times?
I gotta ask.
Fun in tailgate.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyone watching, please, I just want to know the logic. Like, what goes through your mind that you're like, I'm on the Jumbotron, shirt's getting lifted. It's my moment. Like, Connor almost did it for us, but I really do have that thought. So anyone that's ever done it, please enlighten me on your thought process.
I've said it here on this show before. It's hot boy summer.
Fair.
Hot boy summer.
That is fair, but
that's what it is. We're all about that hot boy summer.
We all are. And speaking of, as we were talking about all these shots on goal, a big component of that, believe it or not, was the 5-3-2. So this is my headline. 5-3-2, I see you.
Oh.
Yeah, boom. I'm just going to walk off set now.
No, you have to host.
Right, I got to tell you why. And, we really at the top of the show talked about how much of a defensive formation this is, but it also creates opportunities, and that is what we saw tonight. The amount of times we saw the backs come down, using their speed, creating momentum, creating opportunities, and I think that that's really what set tonight apart and allowed LAFC to really do their thing, because in the past 2 games, they were behind in every offensive category for both opponents, including RSL. Tonight, that wasn't the case.
Yeah, we started off the show with the wrong Canadian, Connor, because really we should be talking about, not you, I meant Tyler Pasher. Let's not talk about Tyler Pasher.
I thought you were...
No, you can stay.
Oh.
No, but Raheem Edwards, man.
Right.
I mean, to her point about the wingbacks, the way that they go by guys, and it's interesting because Kim is obviously very smooth on the ball.
Yeah,
I mean,
but Raheem, not so smooth.
Not so smooth, but gets the job
done.
Like, it's incredible. I mean, I'm watching Kim. I'm like, yo, this man, I don't care if he hasn't started the season. All-star. I need this swagger against Liga MX. But, watching Raheem, man, I like that he's able to get the job done unorthodoxly.
I was telling our producer, Jason, earlier that...
Is that Jason's title?
Oh, yeah, that is.
Okay. For now.
For now. That Raheem Edwards and Brian Rodriguez are completely opposite players on this basis. You said swagger. It's like Brian Rodriguez only has the swagger, but doesn't get the job done. Whereas Raheem Edwards does not have any swagger whatsoever, whatever that swagger is, but he gets the job done.
Yeah. No, it's completely unorthodox. Better haircut, Brian Rodriguez or Raheem Edwards?
Raheem Edwards.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It just looks so cool when he's running down the sideline.
Going into my headlines, I'm a bring one back from earlier in the season.
All right.
I'm a quote the great Uncle Jay.
Hold on, I've memorized all your headlines. I think I have them in my
Uncle
Train
Jay,
is
shout
back.
out to you.
The hype train.
The
is
hype
back.
train is
Are we
back.
getting
All right.
another tattoo?
Yeah, another 2021.
Should we get it repaired? We should get it repaired.
Yeah, we should get it repaired.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Because it's a real tattoo. It's definitely
3
there.
games, 3 wins for LAFC.
Yep.
That is huge. Some not so convincing. The other one against RSL, but this one convincing, 100% convincing. I genuinely believe that we should have won maybe like 10-1 today. And on that basis,
I felt like it.
On that basis, you said 29 shots all game, 29 shots all game. On that basis alone, hype train's back. LAFC's got their oomph again. Their oomph.
They definitely do, and you
How you
saw
spell that?
all of it. Yeah. What is oomph?
UMPH.
Okay.
Connor is not going to win the LAFC post-game show spelling bee, but that is okay.
Oh yeah.
It's it's fine.
Hey.
We all have our strengths.
Yeah, it's about style points here.
What is my strength?
Ooh.
Dead silence.
Yeah.
All right,
Dead
well-
silence. Okay.
Yeah, hey.
Speaking.
Yeah. What do you do? No, I'm kidding.
So Vince, what is your headline?
Vela, you beauty. I mean,
Okay.
that goal.
Yeah.
I was talking to Campbell, your sister, and she said it reminded her of Toronto, but the other side of the goal.
Yeah.
And I was like, yes, it
Yeah.
does. You know who else does remind me of a little bit?
Who?
And you're not going to know this, and you might not know this because I'm old. Marco van Basten in the 1988 Euros, I believe, hit a ball where his is better because he hit it off basically one time.
Yeah.
But the severe angle of it was similar to Carlos's and just blasted. Like, the goalkeeper had no chance, and it really went between his arm and his face.
Yeah.
But I think Carlos gets, again, Van Basten better. Please don't kill me, Twitter and everyone else.
Vince just said Carlos Vela is better than Van
Better than
Basten.
Marco Van Basten. No, but the ability to control the ball, though, and then take it down and hit that shot,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a very Van Basten-esque goal.
It was worth the penalty minutes. I will say.
I don't want to talk about that.
Don't want to talk about that.
We're
Did
gonna
that not happen?
Be a goldfish. So with that being
Lasso.
said,
Oh.
yeah,
Oh.
there you go.
Oh,
Come on, Connor.
come
Come on,
on.
Connor.
You need to watch Ted Lasso. It's premiering again next
Overrated
Friday.
show. Oh, did I? Just
there we go.
First
Gotta-
with Sifu in pregame, now Ted Lasso.
Just hot takes. Hot takes. Just pump them out.
Yeah.
like hot takes
And
better.
we did have a Twitter poll tonight, right here in front of us. So with stock rising,
Ooh, how can we sign this other player?
Yeah, which LAFC player do you think will have the best performance tonight?
Other.
If other, drop a reply below. So what kind of others did we
I mean,
have?
it could be Carlos Vela, I guess. Yeah, they really should have dropped some replies in there. I'll tell you what, our fan base is normally pretty good on this stock rising.
All right.
They're
pretty
they're
smart.
sentient in a lot of ways. Should have had Raheem Head retire.
Had Raheem.
You
Raheem
think?
Head
See,
retire.
I'm still on. I'm gonna give a shout out to Carlitos here because, again, as you mentioned in your headline, I mean, he had 6 shots tonight. He really,
DJ Horns.
he was my player to watch. I got to keep driving that one home. But he really was impressive throughout the night. At one point, I just wanted him to slow down and just get settled, get a feel for the game, and then right at the end, we really started to see him come on strong. And I think that is going to set up for a lot of success, especially moving forward.
Yeah, he's heating up. I
Yep.
mean,
Yeah, he's like, I kind of want to play good now.
look, he was injured and it was a long layoff. And I thought to start the game, the entire team,
Right.
first 10, 15 minutes, as we talked about walking
Right.
down here, was just incredible. I thought they were going to be up 3 goals, and then they weren't. They get sucker punched. There's some nervy moments in between.
Right.
Carlos, you think you would have bet your house on that penalty. Doesn't make it.
I
but-
would have.
but-
I would have, in
Yeah.
fact, bet my house
You would have
on
bet
that.
my house.
All 3 of our
Oh,
houses.
yeah, of
That's
course.
fair.
But he has the wherewithal. Look, I like a mad Carlos. So
Yeah.
I don't want him to do poorly to have to get mad, but when he has to fire himself up, he finds ways. And obviously that goal, again, that's a highlight reel goal.
Yeah, and
Forever and ever.
And even between him and Diego Rossi, I was a little nervous, Vince, at the beginning of this one when Diego popped one off because I was like, oh no. Vince talked about
This is
when
all you
he
get-
gets hot.
Do you see what we've done
he
to
just
Haley?
continues
All
to
the
go.
players to watch.
Vince
watch.
predicted
It's only
a
about
hat
to
trick tonight. And, 10 minutes in the game, I was like,
I mean, it looked
I'm
good
super
to
pumped.
start.
It was beautiful. And I was like, I'm super pumped for this, but you know, and there's still opportunity. Having both of them hot right now is just going to create a lot of excitement moving forward.
Yep. I can't add.
Shall I? Similar to Haley's, but I'm gonna just put a little twist on it. The right flank, my stock rising.
Okay.
The right flank.
In
The link. So I'm as big of a Swaggy T fan as they come.
Okay.
For you viewers who may not know who Swaggy T, you should do your research first of all. But Tristan Blackman, I love him.
do you even love the team?
But because, as we all know, Kim has just been playing out of his mind lately.
Yeah.
I just don't see, unless it's in that 3 center back role with where Marco Farfan is currently playing, I don't see him slotting back into the lineup on that right flank. That being said, watching the link-up play between Carlos Vela and Kim Moon Hwan, where they've only been playing together for just barely a third of one season.
Right.
And seeing how well they've been able to just cut through not just the midfield, but the heart of the defense, especially on that right flank. It's just beautiful to watch.
Well, it's great to see too, because Tristan Blackman, for his faults as a right back, and people don't generally enjoy him going forward, his understanding with Carlos Vela is second to none. And that's something that you kind of miss a little bit. He knows when to be inside. He knows when to underlap with Carlos. Like, they have this second sense, and like, they literally
Spidey senses.
And they literally don't have to like go through the gears to get to it. Right. So now when you have someone like Kim Moon-Hwan, who is, I mean, he's just better going forward.
Yeah.
If he starts to put that together with his silky skills on the ball, I mean, the sky's the limit.
Well, let me just say that chemistry between Blackman and Carlos Vela took 3 years plus to kind of fully develop.
Yeah.
To see where Kim and Carlos are currently, only after playing just a third of one season together, the sky's the limit for them going forward.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
It's exciting to be an LAFC fan, that's for sure right now. There's a lot of, and that's really what the game tonight was about. You know, it made you anxious, Vince. It made me just, this game felt like such a tease. I felt like there was so much just left on the table.
Yep.
And so with that being said, shall we talk a little bit of our stock dropping?
Did you say stock rising?
You guys took all the good stock risings, but I'll go ahead and give my stock rising.
Yep.
Because you got Carlos, you got the right side, which takes Carlos and Kim. No, Raheem Edwards.
Okay.
Right.
You know, I talked about it. I just can't harp on enough. The birthday boy. Just because he added some things to his game because I thought in Austin, I put in a real kind of workman-like performance where he was solid on the ball. He was good in a physical challenge. He got forward a little bit. Yeah. This is the game where he started to really get forward, really get in the flow. And it wasn't just individual. He was doing things that were within the system, moving the ball along, finding spaces like that, like the possession-based system that they're normally into. He's starting to put it together. And that's, you said in the pregame, he didn't have a preseason.
Yeah.
Man, it's tough to not have a preseason and then go from being a left winger to sometimes you played as a left back with Vegas. Now you're going to be a wing back.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, he's trying to piece a lot together. A lot of information is dropped on him at one time. And I really saw him in this game seem to have it. Even to the point where I thought that at times playing that wing back position better than Kim. Kim was sunk back a little bit too much for me at times.
Yeah, I think Kim was strong right off the top. But then when we ended up seeing Raheem come on, like I wrote down, I was like, sweet feet Raheem. Like that's like how I felt watching him.
Sweet feet Raheem.
Yeah, like maybe that'll be
catchphrase machine.
But
man.
that was how I felt watching him. His ball skills tonight were incredibly impressive, as well as just his speed. Overall, I was just like, just give him the ball, man. Just let him do his thing.
Love that. Love that for Raheem.
All right, we gotta go. We gotta go stock down now.
Yes. So. Ooh.
Where's hold on. We can't do there it is.
Okay.
I can't do stock down with my awesome Price is Right music. Man, do you know how many days I used to
Woo! Fireworks.
You know how many days I used to fake sick just so I could watch Price is Right?
Wow.
Great show. All the days. Yeah.
That's how we know it was an LAFC victory. There is fireworks happening and car alarms going off.
Yeah. Can someone get my car? Someone in the thanks.
Connor, gonna start with you.
Start with me.
For stock
falling. So I was bouncing between two, but I'll stick with what I said on the pre.
No, go
you're
with
not
the
going
other.
Sifu.
Go with
Not
the other.
Sifu.
No, he is going with
I'm
finishing.
going with finishing your chances.
Yep, finishing chances.
29 shots on
come
target.
on.
Yep.
29 shots, not on target. Sorry, 29 shots. Period.
Right.
Only two
I'm
go
not
in.
saying you're wrong. I'm just
Only
saying
two
like that's
go
your
in?
thing. Like,
That
come
is
on, you got
you
something
did.
else for me.
Okay, but
We
what
knew you were
happens?
going there.
What happens when those two happen to not go in and we lose a game after
True.
playing like this?
But we didn't.
Yes, but okay.
So we all knew. We knew that you were
I mean,
going
Haley
there.
said they left a lot on the table.
what?
Maybe they're
They
saving
did.
it.
You know what? Fine. Scratch that. Stock falling. Diego Rossi. Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
okay.
Okay.
He scored a goal.
Explain your way out of this one.
Right. Let's. The audience
Similar
will
to
love
the
hear this
finish
one.
of the chances. Yes, he scored that one goal. Don't get me wrong. All credit to him. But as the hottest prospect in MLS right now, rumored with a transfer to Europe, to be playing like he is right now, he's not himself. He's not his 2020 Golden Boot Diego Rossi.
I mean, the whole team.
You
is
mean the SB winner?
And the current holder of
the
the SB,
SB reigning
player,
SB best player in MLS.
the coveted trophy of
Yeah.
what is the SB Player of the Year. But one chance that I assume that was offside, it was later in the match when he was one-on-one with
Right.
Ochoa.
Yeah, you'd like to see. Look. Even if you're offside, you would like to see him finish.
You would like to any day of the week, but I don't know. I just feel like something's not clicking with him. Maybe it's in his mind subconsciously. He knows that he's probably going to be gone in a couple months, so
Well,
maybe it doesn't matter.
You think his head is already there?
I don't necessarily think he's actively thinking
Yeah.
that,
Right.
but it's probably on the back of his mind.
You know,
right?
finishing is going to help him get to that place.
That's what I'm saying,
Yeah.
and
It's tough. It's
Do
tough.
you think that means? Are you saying more so rather than his departures on his mind, rather than the pressure of where he wants to be and he knows he needs to perform?
I don't think so at all. I think
Okay.
he knows that he's not going to be with LAFC that much longer. So,
Right.
does
You know-
he need to put in that extra effort to try to
Fair.
finish all those chances?
I'm wondering though if it's those spaces that he used to haunt in the 4-3-3 are not the same
Yeah.
as when you're playing in the 5-3-2. He has to go through the middle much more. And mind you, this is the Diego Rossi that does fancy himself to be a number 9 at times. And I honestly do think he can play that position, especially for a smaller guy. He's rugged enough. He shows up every day. So I think he can. But man, we're so used to seeing Diego Rossi come off that wide forward area in between the fullback and the center back, turn his body out and finish to the far post.
Yeah.
Those areas are not there. So I wonder if he's still piecing together how he can be a little bit
Yeah.
better.
Well, how is the 5-3-2 formation then affecting him directly?
It's forcing him to be more central, and it doesn't spread. He's not the one pinning the fullback and then finding the space in between the center backs. He's actually one of the ones having to pin the center backs and then find the space dropping off of them. That's not necessarily his game, although he did show that one
Yeah.
that give and go with Sifu was nice. But obviously those moments are a little tougher to come by when you're flying with LAFC and you're doing great and you can just run off the back shoulder of a guy he's so ball focused that you can just go in behind him, ghost behind him, and then it's just so much easier to get a shot off. So it's about finding different spaces and being in different spaces.
I hear you. So then what is your stock falling?
Ooh, my stock falling is the third goal. What is going on here? LAFC has still not scored 3 goals in a game.
It's a curse. That's what it feels
It's
like.
like
It's
this
a curse.
ghost goal. They hit the
Yeah.
post so many times. Carlos, everyone. Bryce just defers a shot instead of taking it. Look, they were able to get out of this one alive and with the 3 points, but I told you, I sat there with Jerry and just kept saying they need to get the third goal, need to get the third goal. I don't know what at this point they have to do to get the third goal because 29 shots, a penalty.
They were clearly the best team tonight.
Yeah.
Finish your chances. Who said that?
What finish? There was a
said
ghost.
that?
that
And there's a
just
lot of
flew
people
by.
behind us, though. So, but
that?
yeah, the third goal, honorable. I like to do a little honorable mention sometimes.
Okay.
The wing backs, not the players, but the positioning of the wing backs. I thought they were too deep at times, and that's what gave RSL a lot of joy because RSL was like, look, here's what we're going to do. We're either going to play behind you or in front of you. We're
Right.
down to send long balls. We're going to push people up and just try to win second balls. And I thought too many times Kim Muwan and Raheem Edwards were starting from a position of so deep that they couldn't affect the game.
Right. And so my stock falling, I guess in this instance, ended up not being great for. It was a stock falling for LAFC, but almost a stock rising for RSL, and because I just have to almost tip the hat to their goalie tonight,
Ugh.
Ochoa. I mean, that performance. Without that performance, we do see a high-scoring game.
Yeah.
And
We don't like people named Ochoa.
I mean,
as LAFC fans.
How can I find a way to blame Greg Berhalter for this? Like, he should have called him up to the Gold Cup.
Yeah,
you
come
shouldn't
on,
be here.
Greg.
You shouldn't be here, Ochoa. Get out of here.
As if Ochoa would want to play for the U.S.
Well, I mean,
national team.
look, he played Olympic qualifying. He's obviously been through the program. He checked out Mexico a little bit to start the Gold Cup to see what they had to offer. But maybe if Greg calls him and says, "Hey, man, you're going to start. I don't need Brad Guzan because you definitely don't need Brad Guzan.
You never need a Brad Guzan.
No, no one does. I mean, look at Atlanta. They don't need him.
Hey, but RSL needed him tonight.
No, Ochoa was incredible. I mean, it's a hockey term, and even though my friend here is from Canada, when I say stand on your head, he's like, "What, hockey?" But he stood on his head. That's a
Who
hockey.
watches hockey?
He absolutely did.
Me and Max Bredos. Because I forced him to do it because we have to do a
says
hockey
a lot,
update.
Vince.
Fair.
That says a lot.
Max Bredos is my good friend.
All right, and the last thing I want to get to before we say goodbye, Vince, moving forward, what do you want to see out of LAFC?
Finish
Connor,
it.
I'll come to you too. You know, you just
Ready? Let's say it together. 1, 2, 3.
Finish your chances.
There we go. That is the theme of this one for sure, everyone. And with that being said, this is the 110 football schedule for the next couple of days. We've got on Tuesday
sweet
the
edit.
Max and
Away days at
Vince
home.
podcast. Wednesday, away days at home. And then with the instant reaction post game. Friday, of course, is the 110 football show. And Saturday, virtual tailgate once again, instant reaction post game, all the good stuff. Almost something happening nearly every day of the week this week. So that's a lot of LAFC, a lot of 110 football coming at you guys.
Do you guys want to know another fun surprise?
Absolutely.
I mean, the show is over.
Besides you
Guess
being
guess
here,
who's gonna join you on the Wednesday away days at home?
Oh my God, how many people are we gonna have on Wednesday against Portland?
It's gonna be like, it's gonna be great.
Just you.
Great, just me. It's
Wait,
gonna
it
just
is
me
going to be
me and the
great.
camera.
All right, guys.
Oh,
well,
I'm
that
not
means
on
you're
it.
getting
Thank
more
you,
of
everyone.
Connor.
Oh, I got the day
He's
off.
Not for
See you
sure
later,
gone.
guys.
All right. Thanks for watching, everyone. We appreciate you.